Coming up on this episode of Inside the Epicenter.
Now, backing up a bit, where did the term Palestinian come from? Well, the term was really comes from the Roman era, predating the life of Christ, when the Romans conquered this region. You know, everybody wants to conquer this region, Carl, right? You know your history. Everybody wants to rule the world. Maybe you can play a clip of that. And everybody wants to rule the Middle East and Jerusalem in particular. But anyway, that's another show, another series of shows. But the Romans controlled this territory of the Holy Land for a long time. And the short version was they really hated the Jewish people in many ways, and they didn't want it being called Judea. They certainly didn't want it to be called Israel. It wasn't a sovereign state at that point, but they didn't even want it to be called Judea. And so they called it, they decided, well, what's a name that sort of is unkind to the Jewish people? Well, don't call it Israel and don't call it Judea. Let's call it after the Philistines. Okay? The Philistines. So this is where the Palestinian or Palestinia came from. It came from the Romans reaching back into history, ironically into biblical history. The Romans chose a term, the Philistines, whom God had destroyed, but that was their choice. And so the term Philistines comes from, Palestinian comes from the Philistines, and that's where the term comes from, and that's where we have today, 2,000 years later.